Hey guys, today we're gonna do a bit more downhill braking. We will brake from 80 kilometers an hour with 100 kilograms of weight for the rider's last bike. And yeah, with the result 49. That's not bad. Let's try 3 times. So because you see the brake temperature is increased because we've got a really sudden stop on the 80 kilometers an hour. One more and it feels like slower, but actually it's not. So I think when it will be slower, when the brake temperature is like getting like 200 Celsius. So let's try to reach this one. So this is where we're probably gonna get some fading, only like 5% of fading, so it's not that much. So let's do the final test for the 100 kilometer 100 kilos e-bike plus rider. So it should be really nice result. Let's brake, and you probably can feel that it's a bit slower, especially at the end when brakes are fading. So it's like 33 meters more. So in an emergency situation, overheated brakes on an e-bike is disaster. Probably the first thing you would like to upgrade are brakes, especially if you have a mountainous area. Because if you have a flat area, it's not that important. But if you have a mountainous one, so that can be actually dangerous. So it's like twice actually the braking distance. So yeah, let's try with a different weight. So let's try with 135, 25. So it's like 25 kilos more. Before we had 50 meters from 80, but now it will be way more, I think. So let's try, and we will brake. It will be a big difference, actually. I think way more the big difference. Only like a fresh brake is 5 meters, which is actually a lot. Because consider you're in an emergency situation, you need to stop as soon as possible, and you got like you didn't get enough braking, and you can crash deadly. So we've got 10 more meters just because they're a bit overheated. So you see the 55, 25 kilos of additional weight matters a lot if you have a weak brake. So let's try one more, but probably it's gonna be the final for the brake. So that's kind of it. So that's kind of hard for them to stop. Will be, yeah, that's almost 70. That's a lot. So let's try like do one more test, and it will be I think more than 100. So let's try because we've got brake fading. Actually, I think it's not gonna be like more than 100. We're not able to stop now. So that's insane. It's only 25 and like 4 times because braking, full braking, you're not gonna be able to stop. I mean, you're gonna be able to stop, but yeah, let's wait until the end because it will be like how many meters? 1 kilometer? How much? It's like 313. Insane. We're not gonna consider it as stopping, actually. And let's try to make 25 more. And here probably gonna see a way more big difference than even before. Because 50 more kilos means not like a 50% worse braking. So yeah, it was like the same result on the first try, but brakes are not used once. They used like as you go downhill. So that can be different on the second time you brake, and you're gonna brake pretty much a lot when you go downhill. So like basically 7 more. But the thing you will see is on the third time you brake. But when I give you more information that you're not never gonna brake it 3 times. You're braking all the time and your brakes are a bit preheated most likely. And if you got too much of the speed, this is how it basically works. So we're not gonna be able to stop. So I'm not gonna test, or I will, 500 kilos, which is kind of not real. But yeah, it's just for fun, for entertainment, I think. So let's try to do this one. So it will be insane distance, I think, even if the brakes are like really cold. I'm really done, actually. Yeah, this is why we need upgrade brakes if you wanted to do some e-bike cargo and you're doing downhill. I hope you don't do that, but who knows. So that's pretty much it, I think, on this behalf. So if you want more simulations, more ideas on how e-bike works, let me know in the comments below, and see you in the next one.